Welcome to class students. In today's class we discuss delay example, maximum, minimum and typical delay values. Verilog provides an additional level of control for each type of delay mentioned. For each type of delay, rise, fall and turn off three values, minimum, typical and max, can be specified. Any one value can be chosen at the start of the simulation. Minimum, typical or max values are used to model devices whose delays vary within the minimum and maximum range because of the IC fabrication process variations. Minimum, typical or max values can be chosen at Verilog runtime. The method of choosing a minimum, typical or max value may vary for different simulators or operating systems. For Verilog Excel, the values are chosen by specifying options max delays, typical delays and minimum delays at runtime. If no option is specified, the typical delay value is the default. This allows the designer the flexibility of building three delay values for each transition into their designer. The designer can experiment with delay values without modifying the design. We'll see example. If you observe one delay, minimum delay, typical delay and maximum delay values. So all three are specified here. 4 represents minimum delay value, 5 represents typical delay value and 6 represent maximum delay value. So if at runtime if none of the delay is mentioned, then it works with the delay of typical delay value, that is 5. If two delays are specified, so what we have done in this previous example, we are trying to initiate an AND gate with a delay of minimum delay of 4, maximum delay of 6 and typical delay value as 5 with an instance name A1, 2 input AND gate, I1 and I2 are inputs, out is say 1 output. Two delays, if two delays are mentioned. So here if you observe 3 colon 4 colon 5, 5 colon 6 colon 7. So two set of delay values are mentioned here. If two delays, if plus minimum delays, rise 3, fall 5. So rise, first one represents rise value, that is 3. Then second value represents 5. Turn off is the minimum of these two. Turn off value is minimum of 3 and 5, that is 3. Typical delay values are 4 and 6. Minimum among this is 4. Rise value is 4, fall value is 6, turn off value is 4. Maximum delay values 5 and 7 are mentioned. Rise is 5, fall is 7, turn off is selected as 5. If two set of values delays are mentioned, then first set rise, fall and first set indicates rise value for minimum delay, typical value and maximum delay. Then next set value indicates a fall value for minimum delays, typical and maximum delays. Then the turn off is considered as minimum among rise and fall value. And selection of minimum delays or typical delays or maximum delays is done at the simulation time. If three delays are mentioned, consider 2 colon 3 colon 4, then one more set 3 colon 4 colon 5, 4 colon 5 colon 6. So three set of values are mentioned here. Minimum delays correspond to, say this one, this value corresponds to a minimum value rise 2, fall value minimum is 3, this one, turn off value is 4. Since explicitly they have mentioned, then we have to consider turn off delay as 4. Then second, if you observe here, after 2 you have got 3. This rise time typical value. Typical value for rise time is 3, fall time is 4, turn off is 5. Typical max delay value is for rise time it is 4, fall time 5, so and then turn off is 6. All three values are mentioned in the AND gate instantiation. Minimum, typical, max delays, as well as rise, fall and turn off. If at simulation you can simulate the circuit with minimum delays or maximum delays or typical delays. We'll see in next slide. You can observe examples of invoking Verilog Excel simulator with the command line options are shown below. Assume that the module with delays is declared in the file test.v. Invoke simulation with maximum delay. So here what we have done, assume that the file name is test.v, Verilog test.v plus max delays. The code is executed with the help of maximum delays mentioned for rise, fall and turn off delays. Invoke simulation with minimum delay plus minimum delays. File name, first Verilog keyword, then file name, then plus minimum delays. Similarly, Verilog test.v, if you write without typical delays, then by default it selects typical delays values. Exclusively also you can mention plus type delays. This is an additional feature the designer has got in Verilog for simulation purpose. We consider a delay example. Let us consider a simple example to illustrate the use of gate delays to model the timing in logic circuits. So this delays can be modeled only in simulation. We are not including delays in case of synthesis. Simulation means you can observe the output in the form of waveform on the computer screen itself. Synthesis means you have to download the code on the target chip. So there we don't have any control over, or delays cannot be synthesized. Delays we avoid. For simulation purpose we can include values and we can get the result. A simple module called delay implements the following logic equation. So what is the logic? We have involved A and B, that is assigned to E, and the gate delay is 5. Then output of AND gate you are ORing with whose gate delay is 4, and the one more input is C. C and E act as input for OR gate and it will generate an output. So first gate, AND gate, has got delay 5, OR gate has got delay 4. Verilog definition for module. So here what we are doing, we are trying to write code for the example, delay example shown. Verilog definition for module delay, if you observe, so for this we have written you consider that this particular box we have written with the name delay. Okay, so the module name we have selected it as delay. It has got one output and 3 inputs A, B, C. So that we have defined, and one intermediate input and output which we have defined as wire E. Then you have implemented AND gate with a delay, one delay that is 5, instance name A1, output is E, followed by 2 inputs A, B. Then OR gate we are trying to implement, where instance name we are given as O1, delay time is 4. First we have written output, then followed by 2 inputs for OR gate, that is E and C. So hash 5 indicates what? There is a single delay value is mentioned 5, which indicates that rise, fall and turn off delays are for this gate is 5. Similarly, for OR gate, rise, fall and turn off delays are 4. So with this we have written code for a delay module involving two gates, one 2 input AND gate, the other one 2 input OR gate. We will try to develop a stimulus code and analyze the coding part. Okay. If you consider a stimulus top level model, stimulus we are writing. So delay is our module name, delay D1, out ABC. So this acts as an input for your top level block stimulus. Inputs ABC we are defined as register, output we are defined as wire. So this stimulus on its own, it doesn't contain any port signals, so we are not mentioned. Inputs and outputs are defined as register, inputs as register, output as wire we are defined. And delay, module delay, previous example block we have called here, that acts as component for stimulus block delay, and these values out A, B, C we are passing as input. Actually stimulus block as we have discussed, we write for supplying values through one more top level code. Manual assignment of values may not be necessary when we use test bench or stimulus code. You observe here, initially A, B, C values are 0. Initial values at time 0. If you observe at time 0, initial values are for A, B, C are 0. At time 10, values of A, B, C are made 1. At time 10, values of A, B, C, all these three value changed from 0 to 1. All three inputs A, B, C. You observe E and out. We know that E is output of AND gate, which involves two inputs A, B. So and the delay of AND gate is 5. So at time till 5 time unit, the value of E is unknown X. At time 5, since A and B are 0, so but the value updation is done after 5 time units. So after 5 time units, E value you will get it as 0. Till then, before 5 it is X, unknown. Then out value, so since E is changing at time 5 and C is also 0, it will update output at time 5 plus 4. OR gate delay is 4. So after a delay of 4 time units, it will update the value. So finally out value will change from unknown to 0 at time instant 9. At time instant 9, value changes from unknown to 0. Then at time 10, if you observe, A, B, C values are getting changed to 1. Since C changed to 1, C and E are input for OR gate. So from this point, C and E are input for OR. You can observe here, when at time 10 values of A, B, C, when they change to 1, from 0 to 1, C is directly connected to an OR gate. C is connected to an OR gate. So when one of the input for OR gate is 1, so OR gate output will become 1 after the delay mentioned. That is after 4 time units. At time 14, out value will become 1. So as expected. E value, what is happening if you observe? At time 10, A and B values are updated as A and B values are updated as 1. So AND gate output will become 1 after 5 time units. So after 5 time units, E value, intermediate output E value will become 1. Again, if you observe, at time 20, value of A is remains 1. B and C will become 0. B and C will become 0. At time 20, B and C will become 0. A remains 1. since B is becoming 0, E value will be made 0 after 20 plus 5 time units, that is 25 time unit, E value will become 0. So till then E value was 1 only. At 25 value becomes 0, till then E value is 1. Even though C value is 0, since E was 1, OR gate output you are getting 1. That is output you are getting 1. At this time instant, C value is also 0, E is also 0. For both the inputs for an OR gate become 0 now. So starting from this point, that is 25, 4 time units when both inputs E and C will become 0. So starting from this point, 4 time units, that is at time 29, output also becomes 0. So this is how we need to analyze the delay example with the test bench written. So now you consider the summary. Simulation time at each transition is specified below the transition. The outputs E and out are initially unknown. Initial values are unknown. At time 10, A, B, C all transitions to 1. Out transition to 1 after delay of 4, and E changes value to 1 after 5 time units. This we have analyzed. At time 10, A, B, C all change to 1. So here since E is 1, out will change to 1 after 4 time units, since C is connected to an OR gate. At time 10, C is becoming 1. And from this point onwards, since A and B both are 1, it takes 5 time units. E will become 1 after 15 time units. At time 20, so initially you are changing at time 10, then additional 10. At time 10, that means at time 20, A will be 1, B and C will be made 0. B and C will be made 0. At time 20, B and C will be made 0. E changes to value to 0. E changes to value to 0 after 5 time units. Since B is 0, E will change after 5 time units. At 25, E will become 0. At 25, E and C both will be 0. Even though C will become 0 at time 20, E will become 0 at 25. When E and C both become 0 at 25, again additional 4 time units. At 29 time unit, output will become 0. Output you can observe at time 29 units, output will change to 0. Thank you students, we will continue in next class.